Win.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
180.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, black 20. Maverick.
Now it's gone. And incomplete on the deep ball. When you look at this Packers defense, they come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
It's a gain of 16 yards. Watch out now. 50 series. Good for a Packers. First down. Ready? 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from Naples draft. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Ready?
Out to the left here to Reed. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jayden Reed with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Whoa! Super 1. What's that?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
We go, 76! What?
Back to throw, Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
They'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Out of the gun, Goff. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. He got it. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down and 3.
We go.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 3.
Shell. We go tonight. 180. Super one.
Here's gone. And it's caught. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
On the keeper, here's Goff. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return setup. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. The Packers at 11-4 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 39. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
3rd and 2.
Ready.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
An audible here to get a new look.
Drill 52. 6. Mega. Smash. Red. Hut.
Here we go on 4th down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready up. Let's go now. Yellow, 43. Set.
Love, they go play action now. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
Here we go. Cut.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Touchdown, Packers! A great play there. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here and try to tie this football game. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
180. Cornell.
And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. That second down play nets a -4.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Whirling.
To throw is Goff. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Come on,
This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
down. 50. Ready. Hunt.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Green, set, hut. Blue, 32.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Working out of the gun, Love. That is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's another Packers first down.
Ready.
First and goal at the 9-yard
Black,
line.
95. Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Packers 21, Lions 7. McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. At the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's brought down. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
To the air again, Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Always orange.
Here's Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. From 13 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Ready up.
Second down and a yard.
Quick, yellow. Set, ready. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1.
Down. Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
Play action this time with Love. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready. Set.
Play fake. Here's Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden, 27 yards. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McManus now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. Gone. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight a number down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Goff now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. Yellow, white, white.
Final play of the half. Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Oh, a good return up past the 30. Mecole Hardman. And he will score. Touchdown. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
180. Now you want. 2 for 66.
Now Goff. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
At the 35-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 10.
7, go.
Williams being motioned left. Goff now looks to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Set. Ready. 52 blue.
Now Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready. Set.
On 1st down, he'll go to the ground attack. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 41-yard line.
Striker, 3, blaster, 6. Red, yellow. Hut, hut.
Love from the gun. Now this aired out deep for Reed. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Jayden Reed with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw, Goff. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here we go. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the gun, here's Goff. To the left side, he finds Teslaw. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First down.
We're good. We're good.
17 yards.
DC.
And the Lions
Out of the gun, Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Whoa. Hold on. Check.
Again, Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes.
That's another Detroit Lions
Super 60.
To throw is Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
We go tonight.
Gibbs is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Super 60s.
Again, it's Gibbs. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, it's such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Point out. 180. Jester. Super.
On 4th down, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with an amazing diving catch. And the Lions take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
We go. 76. Super.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And some room to run now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
They run the counter. Sampson. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
Here's Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
Down. 50. Green. Yellow. Zoom. Set.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
He was taken down by
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Set. Hunt. Ready.
This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Darnell Washington from 3 yards out. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ballgame.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Finds Gibbs on the check down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He's got his target. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before it could even get started.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Set, ready. Black 40. Set, cut.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Touchdown, Packers! Matthew Golden with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Packers 55, Lions 29.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Take over first and 10.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got done. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now he's going to step up and run. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Lions on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
DC, what?
Now Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Lions first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Detroit.
Orange. Super 1. 5.
From the 50, it's Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibbs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
80. Ric Flair.
To the air again. Goff. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Tiger. 180.
Goff now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Listen. Louis. Shell. What's up?
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 2nd and 10.
97.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.